Hello students, today we will study about attaining stability. Attaining stability, as we have studied yesterday, that noble gases, they have their octet complete, and all the other atoms of different element, they have to attain stability either by losing or gaining electrons, yes, or by sharing electrons. These are the two things which are done by atoms to attain stability other than noble gases, because noble gases, they already have their duplet, that is for helium, and their octet complete. Okay, now we are talking about all the other atoms. Now we'll see how atoms will attain stability by losing or gaining electrons or by sharing electrons. Okay, now see, if you are talking about losing or gaining electrons, it means one atom will be there which will be losing an electron, and the other atom will be there which will be gaining that electron. Okay, so these atoms will be of different element. One will be a metal atom and the other will be a non-metal atom. Metal atoms will always lose electrons. Metal atoms will always lose electrons, and if you are talking about non-metal atoms, they will always gain electrons. Non-metal atoms, they will always gain electrons. Non-metal atom, they will always lose electrons. If non-metal atoms, they are losing electrons, it means after losing electrons, they will acquire some positive charge here. The number of electrons they are losing, the same positive charge will be coming here on them. And non-metal atom, they will always gain negative charge. Okay, negative charge when they will gain electrons which are lost by the metal atom. So this is how these bonds are formed, and these bonds are called electrovalent or ionic bond. And these are the strong bonds, okay, which are formed between a metal atom and a non-metal atom. And metal atom, it always loses electrons, and non-metal atom, it always gains electrons. The description of this will study in the next part of this chapter. Here we'll just see how atoms, they attain stability. Okay, now we'll take examples here. Like first example we'll take for sodium. Okay, so first is sodium atom. Sodium has atomic number 11, its mass is 23. See, its number of electrons are 11. If we'll do electronic configuration, its electronic configuration will be 2, 8, 1. See, it is having one valence electron, and this sodium atom can attain stability when it will lose this one valence electron. Yes, so if this sodium atom having electronic configuration 281, if this will lose one electron, then upon losing this electron, because it is losing an electron, its electronic configuration will become 2, 8, and it will acquire a positive charge here. Now we'll see how this positive charge is coming on it. See, if you are talking about this sodium atom having atomic number, its atomic number is 11, its electronic configuration is 281, the number of electrons present in it, they are minus 11. The number of protons which are present in it, they are plus 11. See, the number of protons are plus 11, the number of electrons are minus 11, and neutrons, if you are talking about, neutrons are 12 here. Okay, now similarly here, if you are talking about this ion, okay, electrons, now the number of electrons are minus 10. Protons, if you are talking about, see, what we have read, that atomic number, it is equal to number of protons, it is equal to number of electrons. but this is only for an atom, not for ion. Okay, because when, see, this was a nucleus, K shell, L shell, and this is the M shell, and here this one electron was present for sodium. This atom has lost this one valence electron. See what we have done, only one electron is lost, nothing has been gained or lost from this nucleus. This nucleus will remain as such. It means the number of protons and neutrons which are present here in the nucleus, they will remain the same whether it is sodium atom or it is sodium ion. Okay, it means that the number of protons, they will remain the same. The number of protons will not at all change, they will remain the same, and neutrons are 12. So we do not need these neutrons here. I just told you the number of neutrons. Okay, what we have to study here is this and this. See, electrons, 11 are here. It is having 10 electrons because one electron has been lost. The number of protons will remain the same. If we are talking about this, since it is having minus 11 electrons and plus 11 protons, means it will have no charge on it. Yes, but on the other hand, if you are talking about this, it is having minus 10 are electrons and plus 11 are protons. It means the net charge on it is plus 1, and this plus 1 charge, it is represented here on this ion. Okay, this is how an atom will change into an ion, and this atom has lost its one electron to attain stability, and now see its valence electrons are 8. It means sodium has now attained stability. Okay, now similarly we will take another examples also. This was about sodium having electronic configuration 281. Now next example which we'll take is chlorine. Chlorine, it has atomic number 17. Okay, now if you are talking about chlorine, its electronic configuration will be 287. Now see, chlorine atom, it is having 7 valence electrons, and to attain stability, this chlorine atom has to gain one more electron. Now then it will have 8 valence electrons and it will attain stability. Okay, chlorine having electronic configuration 287. If this chlorine atom will gain one more electron, upon gaining that electron, it will acquire negative charge. Since it is gaining a negative electron, it will acquire a negative charge, and now its electronic configuration will become 288. Again, it has attained stability by gaining an electron. Yes. Next example we'll take for calcium. Calcium having atomic number 20. Its electronic configuration will be 2882. 2882. Calcium having electronic configuration 2882, and if this atom has to attain stability, it has to lose these 2 valence electrons from here. If it will lose these 2 valence electrons, see, now the electronic configuration, it will be completed. If it is losing 2 electrons, means plus 2 charge will come here, and its electronic configuration will become 288. Okay. Next example, it is of oxygen having atomic number 8. Its electronic configuration will be 2 6. Now see, it is having 6 valence electron. Oxygen having 6 valence electron. If this oxygen, it will gain 2 more electrons. Excuse me. If it will gain these 2 electrons, now it is gaining electrons, it will acquire minus 2 charge, and electronic configuration will become 2 8. This is how metal and non-metal atom, they can lose or gain electrons to attain stability. Sorry. Now we'll take the example of Na and Cl, and we'll see how bonds can be formed between Na and Cl. See, Na having electronic configuration 281. It is having one valence electron. Yes. And chlorine, if you are talking about, having electronic configuration 287, it is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 valence electron. You can denote the electrons either by these dots or the crosses. Okay, this electron, if this sodium, it has to attain stability, it has to lose electron. It will lose electron and it will gain electron. See, it will lose this electron, and this chlorine, it will gain that electron. It will lose an electron, the sodium atom. Upon losing, it will gain +1 charge, and its electronic configuration will become 2,8. And this chlorine atom, it will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it was already having, and it has gained 1 electron given by this sodium, and it will acquire a negative charge. This is how bond is formed between Na and Cl. Na will lose 1 electron and chlorine will gain one electron to attain stability. Now both will have the same electronic, not same, the complete electronic configuration. It will also have 8 electrons and it will also have 8 electrons. Now they have attained stability. Okay, and such bonds which are formed by transfer of electron from a metal atom to a non-metal atom, such bonds are called electrovalent or ionic bonds. Electrovalent or ionic bonds. Okay, now we'll talk about another type of bonds which are called covalent bonds. Okay, these are the bonds which are formed between a metal atom and a non-metal atom. And metal atom, it has lost electron, and non-metal atom, it has gained that electron, and they have attained stability. Such bonds were called ionic bond. Now we'll talk about covalent bond. Covalent bonds are formed by sharing of electrons. Sharing of electron, like if you are talking about chlorine. Chlorine atom will combine with another chlorine atom to form Cl2. Yes, it will form Cl2. Now how these two chlorine atoms will combine? See, chlorine has electronic configuration 287. This will also have electronic configuration 287. Two chlorine atoms are here having electronic configuration 287 and 287. Yes, 7 valence electron. If we'll draw the Lewis structure, it will be drawn like this. 7 valence electrons here, and this chlorine atom will also have 7 valence electrons like this. It is also needing 1 electron to complete its octet, and this atom is also needing 1 electron to complete its octet. They cannot transfer their electrons, so they will share these electrons between themselves. You also take my electron to complete your octet, and I'll also take your electron to complete my octet. So this is how bond is formed, by sharing of electrons. Now see, 7 electrons were already there in this chlorine atom. 1 it has shared from this. Octet is complete. This chlorine atom, if you talk about, it is also having 7 electrons and 1 it has gained from here. Its octet is also complete. It means chlorine, single bond, chlorine. The bond is formed like this. Okay. If we'll take another example of oxygen, O2. Oxygen has electronic configuration 2,6. If oxygen atoms are there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Both are having electronic configuration 2,6. It means both will be needing 2 electrons to complete their octet, and the bond will be formed like this. They have shared these two bonds. Its octet is also complete, and its octet is also complete. See, 6 it was having, 2 it has shared. 8, 6 this was also having, and 2 it has shared. It means O double bond O. This is how the bond between two oxygen atoms, it is formed. Okay, the rest part we'll study in our next video, and please go through all these things carefully. Thank you.